Hello, everybody. Well, I've seen an interesting story in the news. Haven't seen too much about it, but I will tell you what I do know about it. There is another missing child. It seems like this happens far too often. It seems like all the time. Whenever one case is over with, another one will come along. Uh, and I think this one will be the next one that shows up on Nancy Grace and Jane Velez every day. Uh, excuse me. You know, they're still looking for baby Jessica, but and that's got some interesting facts about it. But I'm going to talk about baby Sky today. This is a new case. Baby Sky was a 2-year-old little boy, or is a 2-year-old little boy. His mother's version is this. The mother says that baby Sky was sick, and so she was going to take the baby to the hospital. And on her way to the hospital, she ran out of gas. So, baby Sky was asleep in his car seat, so she left him in the car. She takes her 4-year-old daughter and walks a mile back to the gas station to use the phone. She didn't have her cell phone because she left her cell phone in her pocketbook and left her pocketbook at home. Meanwhile, she's driving without a license, without a cell phone, and she's going to the hospital. What kind of proof was she going to show about insurance at the hospital if she didn't have her pocketbook? That's neither here nor there. So she claimed that she had to call somebody and she had to get gas for the car because she ran out of gas. Well, when she gets back to the car, apparently somebody picked her up at the gas station and took her back to her car, but didn't buy any gas. But when she got back to the car, baby Sky was gone. So the police, when they got there, and she gave them the same story, that she was taking him to the hospital. He was asleep, so she took the little girl. She went to the gas station. Well, the police get in the car and start the car, and the car started right up. The car had gas in it, and nobody had put any gas in there. The person that picked her up hadn't put any gas in there, and there was no evidence of a gas can. Nobody put gas in that car, yet it started right up. So it's a lie about running out of gas. Then they said the second thing that they don't think she's being truthful about is the hospital. They said that there were 2 closer hospitals to her than the hospital that she was taking baby Sky to. And if he was sick and she just wanted to take him to the emergency room, she could have more easily taken him to one of those, but yet she was going out of her way. She claims he was active. He might have wandered away. Well, they said he was in a 5-point restraint car seat. If he was 2 years old and sick, there's no way he could have undone all those buckles, got out of the car, closed the car door behind him, and wandered off. First of all, that's common sense. If a toddler's going to get out of a car and wander off, they're not going to turn around and shut the door, and it's going to be shut just right. They're not going to worry about shutting that door. So, she's not telling the truth. None of this is adding up. Then they say that they've started interviewing neighbors, family members, friends, and all of them are like, all of a sudden, come to think of it, they haven't seen baby Sky in about 12 days. They just haven't seen him. They've seen the little girl, but they haven't seen baby Sky. Well, her and her husband are going through a divorce, and they're going, I think, through mediation to work everything out, instead of having to go through the court system. So, but custody is an issue. The man wants custody, and especially now, the little 4-year-old girl, they have her in foster care now. They say they have her there more or less to question her, because they said if anybody would tell the truth of whether Sky was in that car or not that day, it would be her. 4-year-olds, you can coax it out of them. She might say, no, the baby wasn't in the car, blah, blah, blah. But the dad wants custody of the little girl now. And he had wanted custody as far as the divorce goes, because he said that his wife had OCD, and she was on medication for OCD, and he said her OCD was extreme. And of course, all this was in the court records and stuff before any of this ever happened, too. They looked into it. It's in the court records, and she was on some pretty strong medication for her OCD. She could have gone off of her medication or took too much. I don't know. However, the husband has stated in the past that he was worried about the kids being properly fed because she was too clean. She would spend more time cleaning than she would cooking. Sometimes they might skip a meal because she didn't want the dishes to get dirty. He said there were times when they couldn't even sleep in the beds because she said that she had made the beds and they were too perfect. They had to lay on the couch or something. They couldn't sleep in their bed because the beds were made too good. And anybody that knows OCD, that's the way you do. You're clean, neat, organized to a fault. So he worried about his children as far as her OCD went, and because of the medication that she was taking. She had told him in the past, and some other people, that, and they said they weren't sure whether it was medication she was taking or what, but she had had dreams. She told him that she had had dreams that she strangled her little boy. So maybe she strangled little Sky. Maybe she did it thinking it was a dream and she really acted it out. Maybe she did it on purpose. But I know this, that child did not unbuckle itself and walk away. So I feel like this will be the next big case. They said that they're going to search her home, but with her OCD, there's not a big chance they're going to find anything there. But the biggest thing that they're looking for there are trash. Like going through the trash, if she's got any trash at the house. They want to find out her garbage pickup days, go to the dumpsters, the landfills. Because they said if there's no signs of baby wipes or diapers, then that child has not been in that house for the past 12 days. Because with her OCD, why would she have diapers and keep dirty baby wipe, stuff like that around while there's no baby? Now, if that baby has been missing for 12 days, that little 4-year-old is going to say something to that effect about, Mommy took the baby here and the baby didn't come home and the baby wasn't in the car. The little girl will say something. But an odd point to the whole thing is they gave the dad is wanting custody of his daughter now to get her out of foster care. So they gave him a lie detector test, and it proved to be inconclusive, which is he didn't pass it, but he didn't fail it. So he is asking them to give him another one. He wants another one. He wants to clear himself so he could get his daughter out of foster care. So I think they're going to go ahead and do another lie detector test. They've asked the mom to do a lie detector test, and she refuses. So she says she is not going to do it. So therefore, she apparently doesn't want her daughter back, and she knows she's got something to hide. Nancy Grace referred to the car that baby Sky went missing from as the top mom's car. So she's going to turn this into another top mom story. But we're going to be hearing about this. I think this case is going to start to overshadow baby Jessica, and that's a shame because somebody really needs to find that child. Poor little baby Jessica. She's the one who went missing from her bedroom when the parents claimed that somebody came through the window and took her and took all their cell phones. And I did a video about her too. I did a video a week, maybe 2 weeks ago about baby Jessica. So I'm doing this one about baby Sky. And that's about all the information I have on that about baby Sky. But as soon as I get some more information on it, I will do another video and we'll see how that goes. I'm still coughing and everything from, I was on vacation last week and I was sick. And I'm better, But I still have an itchy throat a little bit, and I'm still coughing my head off, but that's getting better too. Whatever it was is really hang on. Everybody I've worked with has had it, and now Joe's got it. My son Joe has got it. So I'm waiting on my daughter to get it next. And then we should all be clear for a while. Anyway. I hope she don't get it, but because I remember a couple of years ago she had the flu. She's like me. She don't get sick often, but when she does, she really, really gets sick. And a couple of years ago was the last time that she'd been sick or had anything, and she had the flu. And she was really, really sick. Anyway, so that's all I have to talk about for now as far as baby Sky goes. If you've heard anything about this child, as far as in the news or anything goes, just leave a comment and let me know what's going on. And until next time, bye-bye.